Okay, Argy's guest speaker today taught us way back in grade 4. With his 40 years of teaching kids music, manners, and handwriting in DCS. I remember hearing that piano play music every morning, and I could not wait until I was in his classroom. We went to music recitals with him. He took us on many educational field trips, which I remember like it was yesterday. We always had fun in his classroom. I'm honored to introduce to you Mr. Jeff Lawrence.
Good afternoon, everyone. I thank the class for this honor of asking me to address you today. Caught Up in the Country is a good theme, as it's who, what, and where we are. It is somewhat fitting that today's ceremony is being held outdoors in the country. The song lyrics from Caught Up in the Country say, square bales, saw enough of those, flatbeds, clothesline sunsets, sky blue barn red, wind chimes front porch, good dogs, wood floors, work boots, open doors, and miles of John Deere green, freedom far as eye can see, a road to run and room to breathe, that's who I am and I'll always be. Those words undoubtedly create vivid images in everyone's mind, because it is what we see, what we know, what we do, and what we cherish. Caught up in the country, graduates? How lucky for you as we follow and experience the rhythm of the prairie seasons. Spring ushers in the returning birds, new animal and plant life, freshly tilled soil, and planting of new crops. Summer allows us the freedom to travel and explore the wondrous prairie landscape, a time for baseball games and community and family celebrations. Fall brings harvest, garden chores, and Thanksgiving, with winter ushering in Christmas celebrations and the enjoyment of outdoor winter pastimes and lots of hockey games. Almost everyone has a farm in their memory, perhaps their childhood home, or a grandparent's or uncle's farm that stays in their mind. We all seem to cherish that time when we were privileged to be close to the earth. All these country life experiences mold and strengthen character and beliefs, so we become the unique and proud prairie people we are. Country people are resourceful and determined. They have strength of character that I'd like to think follows these basic principles. A quitter never wins, and a winner never quits. Farming certainly tests that one. If it's not yours, don't take it. If it's not true, don't say it. If it's not right, don't do it. As you go through life, you will find that when one door closes, it opens up another one that allows you to see the goodness that exists in the world and the people around you. Always remember to win gracefully and lose with dignity. Remember that it's nice to be important, but it's more important to be nice. As years go by, a lot of people will come and go in your life, some for a long time and some for a short time. That's life. You can't hold on to everybody. It seems as if one generation plants the trees under whose shade another generation takes its ease and benefits. This is how our prairie ancestors worked hard, so we are caught up in the country and are able to enjoy the lifestyle we live today in rural areas. I really enjoyed teaching this class in grade 4, as they were what I called a mixed bag of tricks. Everyone was unique, and each day brought something new and different. We had a fun year. One of the greatest joys of teaching is to remain in the profession long enough to see students you taught grow up and do well. Another is to teach their children. In my 40 years, I saw so many times how the apple never fell that far from the tree. I'm looking at you, Wyatt. And it was wonderful. I taught so long that when I retired, they even sent my teacher's desk to the museum. I recall a memorable grade 4 year with today's graduates, along with Joe, Alicia, Gage, Dylan, Jonathan, and Bailey for a total of 15. Graduates, do you remember the class field trip to the Forestry Farm, Threshing Demonstration, and Western Development Museum? Joe and Bailey winning the Young Saskatchewan Writers. The Music Festival in Rosetown. Music Monday program. Prairie Manor visits. Guest readers. Red Cross meetings, projects, and the tea. Daily classroom singing around the piano. Entertaining the senior citizens, and at the opening of the new school playground. The health race. Our big Christmas concert, Twinkle and Shine. Story time after lunch every day. And Jonathan's artwork winning honorable mention in the Music K8 cover contest. Yeah, all right, Paige. I'm going to tell a story about you. I remember after they were leaving parent-teacher interviews, Paige turned to her mother in the hallway and said, "Well, that wasn't so bad." I'm not sure what she was expecting. There's Troy. Troy excitedly asked me one morning if I had ever seen a great horny owl. Because he had seen one on the way to school that morning. I could hardly keep a straight face. After helping Wyatt with something, I said, "Now, aren't you lucky we could do that? I may have to follow you all the way to grade 12. He looked up at me and said, "Oh, that would be so comforting." I praised the class on a job well done, and Joe said, "That's because you've trained us well." I took it as a big compliment then and still do. Thank you, Joe. Congratulations, graduates. I wish all of you well. Remember, the past is your lesson. The present is your gift, but the future is your motivation. And to you parents for your unending support and guidance of today's graduates, it has been said, we look to our sons and daughters to explain our lives, as if a child could tell us why, that as sure as the sea, as sure as the wind in the trees, we rise again in the faces of our children. We rise again in the voices of our song. We rise again in the wind upon the prairies, and then we rise again. So to close, caught up in the country, the only way I want to be, lucky all of us. Thank you and enjoy your day. Sit on your lap. First of all, she told me she was going to stick out her foot and trip me as I came up.
Thank you so much, Mr. Lawrence. That was a wonderful, wonderful presentation.
Thanks for asking.
Yeah, it's awesome. Okay, so we're going to move right on to the awards presentations. And so we're going to ask Mr. Lawrence, while he's up, to present his Legacy Scholarship.
This award goes to this graduating student with the second highest average. This year that average is 86.1, and I am pleased to present this to Haley Mann. Okay.